Welcome to the online social science classes, and I am here, your social science teacher Sangeeta Behra. Hello students, I am back with your online social science classes for class 9th, and the subject is political science. So let's start with the chapter number 1, what is democracy and why democracy. As we already read about or discussed about democracy in our previous part of this same chapter, so now today we are going to start the next part of this chapter. So let's start with a discussion which is already done by the small discussion with the teacher of Africa, and it's already discussed that it is a Greek word democracy, which in which demos means people and kratia means the rule. Okay, or you can say democracy is the rule by the people. As we already completed the first part with this discussion among Mary and her madam Leandro, and they with her friend Yolanda. We already completed the discussion in our previous part. So today we are going to start with a simple definition about what? Democracy. Okay. So let us get back to our discussion on similarities and differences among governments that are called democracies. One simple factor common to all democracy is the government is chosen by the people. Okay, as demos means people and kratia means rule, or you can say the democracy is the rule by the people. Okay, so in a simple word we can say democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. Okay, so write down this definition in your class notes also. That definition of the democracy is it is form of a government which is being elected by the people. Okay, so this is the useful starting point of democracy. मतलब डेमोक्रेसी मतलब क्या? गणतंत्र. गणतंत्र मतलब क्या? गणों के द्वारा चुना गया सरकार. ओके, तो आप यूँ भी बोल सकते हैं कि गणतंत्र का मतलब है जो लोगों के द्वारा चुनी गई सरकार है उसको, उस सरकार को गणतंत्र बोला जाता है. ठीक है. सो दिस डेफिनेशन अलाउज अस टू सेपरेट डेमोक्रेसी फ्रॉम द फॉर्म्स ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट दैट आर क्लियरली नॉट डेमोक्रेटिक. मतलब जो गणतंत्र नहीं होते हैं वो देश, उनको हमारे देश की गणतंत्र सरकार से अलग करने के लिए वी कैन से दिस डेफिनेशन इज एनफ टू डिफाइन द मीनिंग ऑफ द डेफिनेशन डेमोक्रेसी. ओके, सो द आर्मी रूलर ऑफ म्यांमार वेर नॉट इलेक्टेड बाय द people. Like that, in many of the countries, it is ruled by the army force. Okay, so like this, we can have a simple definition of democracy, and we can go for the next portion of this part. This cartoon also we had discussed, drawn when elections were held in Iraq with the presence of US and other foreign powers. What do you think this cartoon is saying? Why is democracy written the way it is? Tell me. Can anybody guess? आखिर इसमें डेमोक्रेसी को ऐसा क्यों लिखा गया? डेमो मीन्स क्या? The people. Okay, and why they had kept M in the capitals? Just to show that the majority of people who used to elect the government are created by this rules only, by the democratic rules. Okay, for that purpose it seems the cartoonist has made this type of cartoon. Okay, so students, let's have a look on the features of democracy. Okay, we have started with a simple definition that democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. Okay, this raises many questions. Who are the rulers in this definition? Who rules the Government. Okay. So which officials must be elected for any government to be called a democracy? Which decision may be taken by the non-elected officials in a democracy? Like this type of questions may arise in your mind, right? So what will be the answer for this question? So let's discuss who are the rulers in this definition. Rulers, those who can rule the democracy rules. Okay. Which officials must be elected for any government to be called a democracy? मतलब कौन कौन ऑफिशियल्स है जो कि इनके द्वारा चुने जाएंगे ताकि बाद में वो लोग डेमोक्रेसी में ऐड किए जाएं. ओके. विच डिसीजन में बी टेकन बाय द नॉन इलेक्टेड ऑफिशियल्स इन ए डेमोक्रेसी. तो ऐसा कौन सा रूल्स है और कौन सी निर्णायक व्यवस्था है जिसके नॉन ऑफिशियल्स भी चुन सकते हैं ताकि डेमोक्रेसी में उसका यूज़ किया जा सके. ओके. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ इलेक्शन कंस्टिट्यूट्स ए डेमोक्रेटिक इलेक्शन? व्हाट कंडीशन मस्ट बी फुलफिल्ड फॉर एन इलेक्शन टू बी कंसिडर्ड डेमोक्रेटिक? इसकी क्या क्या क्राइटेरिया होंगे, है ना? ये सब दिमाग में आता है ना आपके कि आखिर सरकार बनने के लिए हम लोग को क्या क्या ज़रूरत है. Who are the people who can elect the rulers or get elected or as rulers? Should this include every citizen or an equal basis? Can a democracy deny some citizens this right? Finally, what kind of a form of government is democracy? Can elected rulers do whatever they want in the democracy, or must a democratic government function with some limits? It is necessary for a democracy to respect some rights of the citizens. Let us consider each of the questions which help of some examples. Okay. Like this type of questions are arises in your mind कि कौन है वो रूलर, मतलब वो शासनकर्ता कौन है जिनके द्वारा और जिनकी वजह से डेमोक्रेसी में गवर्नमेंट का फॉर्मेशन होता है. ओके. So students, let's have a look on what is a democracy. This is a short article which I have collected from websites. Okay. So a democracy is a form of government where the citizens of the nation have the power to vote. There are several different types of democracies which we had already discussed in a simple definition in our book also. Okay. So here I will give you a good knowledge of how many types of democracies are there in the world. So mostly there are three types of democracy. Number one, representative democracy. It is a system where citizens choose government as the representatives among their citizens. Okay. Number two is the direct democracy, where when the citizens form a governing body and vote directly on issues, at that time in that country the direct democracy is work out. Okay. And number three is constitutional democracy, which limits the power of the governments through the nation's constitution, as our India is also having its own constitution. So this our India is mostly comes under the constitutional democracy. So according to a political scientist, Larry Diamond put its best to define the democracy in four critical elements. Those elements are: number one, a system of elections used to choose and replace the government. Number two, protection of human rights of all people. Number three, active participation of citizens in politics and civics. And number four is all laws apply equally to all citizens. So students, here you have a good look about the politics, or you can say the democratic politics. Okay. So rather than that, I also collected some more information for you. Just have a look on that and keep it for your knowledge. Okay. Here I also given you a good knowledge of most of the democratic nations in the world. Number 1 is Norway, number 2 is Iceland, number 3 is Sweden, number 4 is New Zealand, number 5 is Denmark, number 6 is Ireland, number 7 is Canada, number 8 is Finland, number 9 is Australia, and number 10 is Switzerland. So this is also being calculated through the democracy index, okay, as we are already explained in this article, it seems, in the above of these countries. So have a look on that also for your general knowledge, okay. So till this portion we will conclude this part or this article, and if you can able, then you can also search out in the website for more details on the democracy, okay. So let's have a look on the democracy countries of 2020. See this map, it's a world map and it's showing the shades through which we can able to know which countries are mostly having the democracy score, okay. See, the more than of 8 of the democracy score is having the full democracies in their countries, okay.